Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk with Saieed Ali. I am your host Saeed. We do want to thank you for joining us tonight, Wednesday the 27th of October 2021, right here on Synergy Network, and you are viewing Real Talk with Saieed Ali, streaming live from Caroni Savannah Road in Shoguners. So a special good night to you, those of you that are on Facebook. Remember, share our live stream as we go live. Those of you on YouTube, you can do the same. For those of you up the Caribbean and around the globe, thank you so much for joining us. Remember, those of you that are having spiritual problems, you can feel free to contact me. Those of you who have properties to sell and looking for a property to buy, you can also contact me. And if you're looking for a little loan, contact Real Talk Group of Financing and Investment. And if you have your hard-earned cash, you have it in a lump sum at a financial institute, you decide, you know what, this is my retirement package, and you're not getting at 2.5%. Anything under 2.5% in the financial institute that you have your money. Anything under 2.5%, withdraw your money and bring it to Real Talk Financing and Investment Company, where you get in from 2.5% up to 3%. So viewers, as we start off our program tonight, it's Wednesday night. Remember, on a Wednesday night, we do the road, the bridges, the box drains. We highlight the councillors that are actually taking part in the community, the ones that the community not seeing, the MPs in the areas. Feel free to call in tonight. Tonight is the night that we highlight all these issues. Remember, Real Talk with Saieed Ali have dedicated a Wednesday night show, and every Wednesday in the year, for the road, the bridges, and the drains, also the MPs and the councillors. It's no politics tonight. When you do call in at 238-6716, let us know where the road is. Let us know where the bad bridges are. Let us know where you need box drain. And also, let us know if you have seen the councillor or the MP and when last did they visit the area. So we have just a little update for you, Trinidad and Tobago, of what took place in our country during the course of today. So as we start off, the opposition leader Kamala Persad-Bissessar have stated that Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley has no one else to blame but himself for the current crisis facing the police service following the non-appointment of a police commissioner and the firing of contract employees in the administration. Now, Persad-Bissessar lays the buck at the feet of the Rowley administration for the uncertainty taking place in the police service and warns that the overall citizen security and safety is at stake, and as a direct result. So viewers, we are having a problem in Trinidad and Tobago. If something were to happen in Trinidad and Tobago and the police service have to control it, or an emergency take place in Trinidad and Tobago, do we have a head who is seated on the top to control the police service available? What about the firearms department? How long will that be down for? How long? So that is problems right here, my friend. And you know, the Prime Minister said the inspectors, the SRP, the superintendent is work as normal. Yes, we understand it's work as normal, but there's nobody at the head to govern. Nobody at the head. Who is controlling SORT presently? Who is giving the orders to SORT presently? We have no commissioner. None. Nevertheless, Minister of Public Utilities Marvin Gonzalez is urging the public to pay its utility bill on time to get better quality service. Gonzalez stated that as his ministry continue to grapple with tough financial times, customers must do their part to help utility companies continue their work. There are companies in Trinidad and Tobago that owes WASA and TNTech millions of dollars. I am telling you, millions of dollars. How come TNTech ain't cut their power supply? How come WASA ain't cut their power supply, their water supply? But you're down on the citizen. They want to disconnect the citizen one time. But companies are owing WASA and TNTech millions of dollars for utility being used. And all you're not saying anything. You always blame the consumer, which is the little people. But you're not going after the companies that owing all you. And I'm saying that without an apology. Because I know. I know. It's such a sad state, such a sad thing. The Tobago House of Assembly Executive Council has approved a proposal for a flood mitigation and drainage infrastructure upgrade for the entire island. Well, congratulations to them. The Division of Infrastructure, Quarries, and the Environment stated that the engineers were occupied by trying to resolve the drainage challenges. They also added that the Urban Development Corporation of Trinidad and Tobago are engaged to undertake the initiative. They use something from Trinidad. Trinidad can't even see about their own self, but they use something from Trinidad to go to Tobago. Well, feel is Joe. Call a good night.
Good night, sir.
Go right ahead.
I told you the last time I told you about by Esmeralda Columbia Child Trade about our man blocked the road, the drain, and my water child. My counselor, listen to me carefully, sir. But I think you're the only one I could get help from. Barry Budram, he not taking on the place. Barry Budram, he not taking on, not I say, going in nearly 8 months. I went to my parliamentary representative, waste of time. Waste of time. And this water just coming into my place when rainfall and stinking. I went to the borough. I went to the official at the borough. They come months. The borough not doing nothing.
Which part is this?
This is in Child Trace. Next to garage, it have a road built there. A man built a drain. There's a family that died government road. But when he reached close to my bridge, he raised the concrete. I think you're the only person not having resource because
Here what you do, caller. Here what you do. Do a video of it and send it to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com. Once we get the video, we will air it on TV.
Okay then,
thank you so much. So viewers, we are going for a short commercial break, but nevertheless, when we come back, we're going to start our program tonight concerning the road, the bridges, the box train, the MPs and the councillors. So I will be with you right back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host Saieed Ali, consultant and investor businessman.
Can't watch Real Talk on TV? Have no fear. You can also watch Real Talk on the go live on YouTube and Facebook at Real Talk with Saieed Ali on YouTube.com and TT Real Talk on Facebook.com. Don't forget to like us and share us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell.
Are you looking for the right investment? Are you looking for a greater return on your hard-earned cash? Look no further. Contact Real Talk Group of Companies located at number 14 Caroni Savannah Road, Chaguanas. At Real Talk Investment, you can earn up to 3.5% interest on your 3-year investment. Don't miss out on this amazing offer. Do contact us now on 339-1670, 238-6716 for further information. Our helpful team is ready to assist. Real Talk Investment. Real people matter to us. This ad was paid for by Real Talk Group of Companies Limited.
Are you looking for quick cash and do not know where to turn? We have got the answer for you. Visit us at Real Talk Group of Companies. We are a licensed money lending financial institution. We are located at number 14 Caroni Savannah Road, Chaguanas. Our phone numbers are 339-1670, 267-7325 or 238-6716. Contact us today. We look forward to hearing from you.
So viewers, welcome back to Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Remember, 238-6716 is our phone number to call. Hundreds of residents in the Penal area were affected, with at least 2 families being evacuated after widespread flooding in several communities. Penal Debe Regional Corporation Chairman Dr. Alan Sami stated that several areas were impassable, even by high vehicles, leaving several residents stranded. He also added that the disaster management unit is waiting for the water to subside to go into the community to do their assessment. Sami mentioned that 2 families assisted in the evacuation of other families in the Rochard Road and Satnarayan Trace after floodwater rose to a high level at their residence. So viewers, over the last 2 days, flood in low-lying areas. You know, there is always say, the minister is always called the Penal, Baraport, Debe area, the Lagoon area. But when up on the east and the north and the west flooding out, you know them is the rich areas. They can't have flood. Remember up here, the minister said that? Lagoon areas. So this is what is taking place in the deep south. That is the Penal, Debe, Baraport area. Now listen this. The corporation did not receive any urgent calls for evacuation, but the emergency response team, including 2 dinky operator, are on alert. Residents were advised to call the corporation at 800 Penal Debe Regional Corporation. That is 800-7372 if they need assistance. But you know, sometimes when you're calling these numbers, you can never get through to them. You can never get through to them. It's like you're trying to get through to a courthouse and every time you call, the line busy. Or you're trying to call a station. Hey, have a robbery down on this side. We need assistance. Well, you know, we ain't have no vehicle, first thing. If the vehicle park up then it a flat, well, we ain't have no vehicle. If the vehicle ain't have no gas, we ain't have no vehicle. If the driver not there, we ain't have no vehicle. So it's one story of we don't have no vehicle. So you can never get through that number. But nevertheless, if you were affected in these areas, please let us know what is taking place in these areers presently. Caller, good night.
Good night, Saeed.
Go right ahead, my friend.
The EMA, and they were supposed to see about flooding and people who stranded by flood.
Mm-hmm.
Where are they?
They are the Environmental Management Association, and we don't even see them.
But that's what I'm saying. We have flooded in Glastonbury here for years. Remember when UNC came into power in 2010? There was sort of flood, so UNC didn't do anything for their own constituency. If you go to Chandago, only back there, Pandey was there for years upon years, and the road is the worst way they will find. So it's successful government is not giving the regional corporation the money
Correct.
to work with.
Yeah.
When Caroni was there, they used to clean a lot of drain, you know.
That one doubt is true.
But with the equipment, they could use them very equipment that can be defunct and give it to the regional corporation. Because they don't have equipment, the equipment down, and it's one thing after the other.
Correct.
And this is something going on continually, year after year. This is only under the PNMI, I have that pattern for nobody. But what I'm saying is that the government in this country, successive government, Kamala, Rowley, they don't care about the people. All they care about power.
Correct.
It's not like the county based south. No, we are one nation. And we are one nation in Trinidad and Tobago. There is no mother nothingness. We are Trinidad and Tobago.
And one of the things also that hamper our drainage is people throw fridges, rubbish in the drain, television sets. We are not patriotic. We believe we don't have to live here, but we have to live here. And we got this something that's been going on for years upon years.
Yes, correct.
If you go to the beaches and see the amount of rubbish on the beaches, and they'll clean it today, and next week we'll go back and do the same thing.
Yes.
We need to be educated and to be ignorant about the environment. And this is one of the things that is hamburging our country. We can't blame Google. It's not what my country could do for me, it's what I can do for my country.
Correct. Well said.
And this is important. You know? Okay, Saeed.
Thank you, my friend. It's the people, you know. It's the people. It's the people. Now, EMA is also responsible for noise pollution. For noise pollution. And in the Lapai area, in Caroni, there are numerous people that are playing loud music. And when they make reports to the Caroni police station, is no response. And I will leave it right there. If they are vexed, hard luck. Hard luck. Because this is a report from the community. This is a report from the community. So police can't say, well, Saeed, you know, you're lying. We ain't doing we work. Let me tell you something. The government depend on the people to put them back in power. And the people depend on you officers to make sure things go right in the community. So don't tell me otherwise. Caller, good night.
Good evening, Mr. Saeed.
Go right ahead, my friend.
Saeed, you know, people is afraid to blame people because of political affiliations and
correct.
People would offend the party and all kind of things. Let me tell you something. You see this chairman for the Penal DV Regional Corporation, Dr. Alan Sami, since God was a little boy, he was the chairman down there.
Correct.
The time he spent as the chairman there, if through the years he was fixing one bridge or one water course, the people would not be suffering with this amount of flooding that they are suffering.
Okay.
He is an absolute failure. People have to realize that you cannot continue blaming everything unless you start to find the right people who's really concerned and have a knowledge of what needs to be done to alleviate themselves from the flooding. Otherwise, they'll keep on going on and on. Every year, as soon as rainfall, people will be flooded out again. And then these same men then would come back who's getting a handsome salary, would come and continue blaming, they're again resources. And you don't have to fix the flooding, all the flooding at one time.
You just have to clean the water course.
Identify, do a hydrology report on the whole area and start from one place, and each year you start in one drain, you clear water course, you know.
Correct, yes.
But look how long this man is the chairman of that regional corporation. And every year,
it's the same thing.
Is getting worse and worse, and all they only hear is the same excuse. They were getting fun, and this and that and that. What it is you really doing? What plan you have? Anything at all? People need to recognize that not just only the governmental failures, it's people also who are in the position of failures doing this. And unless we don't fix these things, we have nowhere else to go. Have a good night, Mr.
Thank you, my friend. You see, also the citizens in the community need to understand. Someone have been appointed to look after the road, the drain, and the bridges. Someone have been appointed to oversee these roads, this drainage, the water course. We have a corporation. But there's also the MP and the councillor. Now, what the MP have to understand, you see, unless these individuals don't get embarrassed to the highest level, they would not understand. They would not understand how serious it is. That is why I have dedicated a Wednesday night show just for the roads, the bridges, the drainage, the MPs, the councillors, the corporation, to light them up and show them how incompetent they are. You see, the villagers will say, well, you know, that the family, that my mother, brother, sister, and you know, if you go to say anything, you go look bad. But when your bloody house flood out, who looking bad? Who have to dig in your pocket? You think the mother, sister coming to help you dig in your pocket? No. If the mother, sister, son, they do the work. You know, as how old people, they say, well, better do the work now. But you go sit down on a nice, expensive black chair with your black shoe up on top of the desk and a little glass in your hand with some sweet drink. You know what I mean now? But I have to use a different term. And you go at the end of the month, you collect your salary and you going home, jolly nice. Girl, well, you know, I bring a little rose for you. But you have mamu down in the corner, down in flood down there, you are studying mamu. You're studying the little rose. But when election time come, oh God, mamu boy, you know, I see certain thing, and I should have do this. Not like me, they don't go a long time, you know. You see, that is why, viewers, that is why people cannot like Saieed. And I said on almost every night, I didn't come here to make friends. God, Saieed, you come into your mother womb by yourself. If I come with a twin, I'd say, well, you know, by me and his friends. But I come by myself. I come by myself. So those of you who in power and ain't doing nothing, I, the man, will light you up. Because I and you cannot be friends. You know why? The money more important than fixing the road. The money more important than getting the drainage clean. The money more important than, you know what, boy? Down there were patching. And I had this friend and I had that friend and this contractor, me and he just go down good. Well, if you and the contractor go borrow a blasted truck from the contractor and go down by the pitch lake with the contractor backhoe, dig up some pitch, fill the truck and come and pass the road in your community. And you and the contractor is partner. Talk done. Because when the contractor driving his Mercedes Benz on the same road, he going down in the same hole you going down in. It's stinking, boy. It stink. Penal residents have gotten or given the Ministry of Works and Transport, Minister Rohan Sinanan, a deadline of 14 days to fix their roads. You see, that is what you call a demand. Use the minister? Not a problem. I live in down here. You have that big position collecting X amount of money? No problem. I live in here and I paying tax. My money paying your salary. So here what we're going to do. We're giving you 14 days to fix the road down in Penal. Residents protested over the deplorable condition of the roads in the Oropuch West and Faizabad constituency. They marched from a massive landslide at La Fortune, Pluck Road, to another major landslide at the San Francisco Main Road in Penal. So that is the march you are seeing there, viewers. They started from Oropuch West and the Faizabad constituency. They marched from one massive landslip at La Fortune Pluck Road to another one in San Francisco Penal. So they're marching and they're demanding. Now, I just always say this on a Wednesday night to the police officers and them who are being called out. Now, I'm going to tell you something. This is different. What I am going to say, it is totally different from a march on the street. This march that they are having to officers who would like to intervene, and you know we have some rough officers who would want to interrogate and bully. Let me tell you something, officers. When all are passing through them landslip with the same police jeep, How will others feel when you hear going through a landslip and you're there so? When you hear running through there, you have to hug up the door handle like that. Officers might have to hug up the door post. Some of them have to hold on the seat and brace. I'm talking the truth. I'm talking the truth. I ain't lying for all you tonight. When you hear all you are being called out for residents who protesting in the area for bad roads, let me tell you something. Them not there because somebody get killed. Them ain't there because the grocery price going up. They're not there because medicine going up. They're not there because Rowley are releasing money for them. No, what they are simply there for is a peaceful march to get the attention of Works and Transport to come and fix the road. Because some of all our officers living in roads, in areas, let me tell you something, as trainer better than the road where some all are living in. So all must have a little patience. They're not there to cause a fight, you know. They want to get the minister's attention. They want to get somebody's attention in high places to come down and hear we cried. They may call you to tell you rice going from $5 to $20. No. Because I just see some officers roughing up some police. I was like, wait now, boy. That should have been me he talking to. Take what I telling all you. Councillor Dudnat Mehor stated that the minister need to fix the road, landslides and flooding issues in the constituencies, and if it is not fixed in 14 days, then the minister must resign. He warned that protests would be worsened or worse than the fiery protests in Barapo and Moruga. Now this is coming from the councillor. This is coming from the councillor. So, Councillor Dudnat, if you're looking at the show or somebody related to him, tell him just give us a call now while the program going on till 8 o'clock and we're going to hear a little thing that is taking place down in the penal area. Now, Faizabad MP, Lakram and Oropuch West MP, Devendranath Tanku, also show their solidarity. So when you see we have the MP and the councillors coming out now, we could agree with them. Kola, good night.
Very good evening to you, Mr. Saeed.
To you, my friend.
Not only our vehicles are being damaged on the road, on the lovely roads we have, but the police vehicle also getting damaged too. However,
yes,
they could afford ever so often to buy 100 new SUVs for the police.
Correct.
We can't do that. And littering, every single water bottle, juice pack, chicken and chips box, power mint wrapper, every one of these items would have passed through somebody's hand. They don't just appear from the sky by magic. Is we the people have to do the right thing. We really lackadaisical and nasty, you know. We have to do the right thing. We are contributed to the problem also. All right? I heard that we're running out of ICU beds.
My friend, tomorrow night we're going to talk about that. I do apologize.
But what I want to say about that, don't worry about ICU beds. Very soon we're going to get a brand new airport in Tobago, and we have a 400 million highway being built. We need ICU bed. All the best. Have a good evening.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you so much. But we're going to deal with that tomorrow night. Tomorrow, wait. Hold on, it's Bacchanal Thursday. So residents of Dowell Garden Extension stated that for years they have been pleading with the government to fix their road as it is deteriorating. You have a video for that? Look at that. Now this was supposed to be our road, but look at it. Look at it. It's sad, you know. It's really, really sad. And there are people living there. Now imagine if rainfall, or when we have torrential weather, torrential rainfall, imagine what's going to happen with that road. It's sad, it's sad. But in some places like the MPs and the councillors, they just, nobody lives there. Hello, remember that? In Shamfa? Nobody lives there. When the EBC 4,000 people live there. So EBC different, Shamfa different. EBC say 4,000 people living there. Shamfa say nobody lives there. So it's some of these roads in our country and in our community. It's like the MPs and the councillor. It's like nobody lives there. It's sad to know that 1.4 million people in Trinidad and Tobago, according to Colin Wood, billions of dollars are being allocated and spent in Trinidad and Tobago. And I ask myself, where is all this money going? Because people's salary haven't raised. You understand? So where is this money going? Millions of dollars. Only hear how much money spent in COVID? Millions of dollars spent in COVID. We got billions of dollars from outside countries. Where did all that money go? Where? Whose pocket? It's not like the doctor's salaries increased. It remained the same way. We remain this, but anyhow, I don't want to shift too much. You see, I starting to shift. So listen this, we have a call. Caller, good night.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
I heard a caller tell you from Claxton Bay. A flooding taking place. That flooding taking place because one of the culverts, they occupy 5 feet a drain to caused by a tire shop, from a bar to a tire shop, and they back fully drain. Listen to me.
Wait, hold on. So the business place, whether it be the tire shop or the bar, they full up the culvert?
They full up the drain there. That was the access.
Okay.
I go in Claxton Bay, Saieed. And I know every nick and cranny in Claxton Bay. And we had flood. Then going to the Claxton Bay Junction before the cemetery, there was a car place where they do fix cars and repairs and things. Over the car place, they have a culvert. And the man built his building over the drain. You understand?
So what the corporation told him?
What the corporation is doing nothing because that's not around drinkers.
Wow. So he full up the culvert and the corporation is saying nothing about it?
No, he didn't full the culvert. He built his building over the culvert, over the drain.
Oh.
So you have no access to cleaning that drain.
I understand.
And one full up. You understand? When they could have put a bridge and cross the culvert by the bar to the tire shop. You understand?
I understand. Here, what you do for me, caller?
Yeah.
Take a little video and a little picture, right? And send it
Caller,
for me.
I'm not living there anymore. I'm not living
okay. Well, the caller who called from Claxton Bay, right? Do a little video or send a little picture to Real Public Concerns. Or send it on 339-1670 WhatsApp. And we will highlight it next Wednesday. Do that. So viewers, we are going for a short commercial break, but nevertheless, when we come back, there's lots more road, bridges, and drain, also MPs to highlight right here on Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host, Saieed Ali. Consultant and investor businessman.
Can't watch Real Talk on TV? Have no fear. You can also watch Real Talk on the go live on YouTube and Facebook at Real Talk with Saieed Ali on YouTube.com and TT Real Talk on Facebook.com. Don't forget to like us and share us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell.
Are you looking for the right investment? Are you looking for a greater return on your hard-earned cash? Look no further. Contact Real Talk Group of Companies located at number 14 Caroni Savannah Road, Chaguanas. At Real Talk Investment, you can earn up to 3.5% interest on your 3-year investment. Don't miss out on this amazing offer. Do contact us now on 339-1670, 238-6716 for further information. Our helpful team is ready to assist. Real Talk Investment. Real people matter to us. This ad was paid for by Real Talk Group of Companies Limited.
Are you looking for quick cash and do not know where to turn? We have got the answer for you. Visit us at Real Talk Group of Companies. We are a licensed money lending financial institution. We are located at number 14 Caroni Savannah Road, Chaguanas. Our phone numbers are 339-1670, 267-7325 or 238-6716. Contact us today. We look forward to hearing from you.
So welcome back to Real Talk with Saieed Ali, viewers, on our Wednesday night show highlighting the drains, the roads and the bridges throughout Trinidad and Tobago that need urgent repairs. So before we go any further, remember, Real Talk Financing, an investment company, together with Real Talk with Saieed Ali, the show on TV, we are keeping our food drive for the Christmas. And we are raising funds. So what we did, we have the BMW, as you all have known. And what I decided to do, I decided to add a Range Rover together with the BMW to give away 2 lucky winners. Now, all you have to do is to contribute $1,000 to our food drive. To our food drive. And you could be a lucky winner of a Range Rover or a BMW. So viewers, I am not asking you for money to fund my show. I am not asking you for money to put in my pocket because I have my job. I am not asking you for money to repair my studio. I am not asking you for money to build a building. I am simply asking you, the viewers of Trinidad and Tobago, of Real Talk with Saieed Ali, or viewers outside of Trinidad and Tobago, send a donation. Send a donation. Let me tell you something. We do it for a cause. We do it for a purpose. And I always tell you, once you give, you shall receive. You give $1,000, you could end up with a Range Rover. You could end up with a BMW. So all I'm asking of you, viewers of Real Talk with Saieed Ali, is just to make a contribution to feed the poor. That is all you're doing. You know, you will go out and you will spend $1,000 drinking rum and partying. Carnival costume is $5,000. But to feed the poor, you mightn't do that. Because the poor ain't giving you nothing. That is something you would say. But if you feed the poor and God decides to bless you, you know, you would love the blessing. You would love the blessing. And I always say every night, it's the grace of God that have me here tonight. Given and I receive. So I'm asking of you to make a contribution tonight so we can feed the poor. That is all I want you to do. And remember, those of you who have retired, those of you who have a lump sum in a financial institute, and you're not getting the return that you expected. Now, 0.05% is no return on 100,000, you know. Probably about 400,000-500,000 around there. But if you take that same 100,000, or that 200,000, or that 50,000, and you invest in a Real Talk Financing and Investment Company, you could earn up to 2.5 to 3% interest on that. On your 100,000, 2,500. So compare 500 to 2,500. Look at the difference. So as we move on with our program tonight, residents of George Village in Tabland are complaining about a landslip in their area. The landslip have been there for approximately 15 years. And even though work was done to the landslip, it has been in a deplorable state for over 7 years. Residents stated that they have not seen the councillor for the area. They also tried to talk to the chairman of the Princeton Regional Corporation and their MP for assistance, but it was futile. They don't have time. None of them have time. But nevertheless, residents added, as tax-paying villagers and constituency members, they have to dispose garbage for themselves as truck cannot pass. And they are left without water because the water trucks are unable to pass. So look at these videos that you are seeing there, viewers. It's sad to know that this is George Village. And this is the kind of road we have there. Look at that. Look at that. It's sad, you know. It's really, really sad. Look at them potholes. Wow. And it's Princeton Regional Corporation that is responsible for that area. It's sad, boy. It's really sad, you know. I wish that the MP or the councillor for the area or the chairman for the regional corporation in Princeton will take a drive up. Go in the area and see what has taken place. There are supporters there, you know. When time to vote, they vote in. But what about when time to see the MP or the councillor? Where are they? It's such a stinking state. It's such a stinking state. Who vex loss, you know? I do business. I do business. I am highlighting what needs to be highlighted so it could be fixed, not for me alone, but for the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago also. Also. A manhole situated in front of my building, Real Talk Studios, at number 14 Caroni Savannah Road in Shogunas, is yet to be repaired. This deplorable hole has been causing traffic. You want to know how it causes traffic? Look at that. I don't know who to call to, if it's Faik, Rohan Sinanan, or the corporation. I don't know who to talk to. I don't know who to talk to. Because Rohan saying this road is the borough road. The borough saying is works. So I don't know. I did that today. You see that umbrella? I put that umbrella in the hole today. Why? Show back the picture with the truck. Because that truck went down in the hole. So for other vehicles not to get damaged, look at that now. It's sad. It's stinking sad, boy. Who is responsible for the Caroni Savannah Road in Shogunas? It was like that. We call the corporation. The corporation says works and transport. We call works and transport. They say the corporation borrow. It was what you see in until it reached, show it step by step. Show back this picture. So viewers, before I start to make noise, the manhole got like this. I made numerous reports, right? Until now, it is like this. It is like this. Look at that. Huh? Rohan Sinanan saying the corporation involved, the borough. When you call the borough is works and transport. So who the hell is responsible for the blasted pavement? This is what I want to know. Rohan, is it you? Is it the corporation in Shogunas, the borough corporation? Who the hell is responsible? Look at that. This is Caroni Savannah Road in Shogunas. And I'm going to tell you something. There are numerous holes on the pavement just like that. And the citizens don't know who to go by. So Rohan, who's responsible for the Caroni Savannah Road, boy? Huh? Faik, you are the mayor for Shogunas. You are the mayor for Shogunas. And look what's taking place in Shogunas. You know, first thing people can say, oh, Saieed is a Muslim, and Faik is a Muslim, and Tuola is two nice boys. But when the blasted truck went down there, who helping the man fix his ball joint? It's not about good boy or bad boy, you know. It's about who fixing the blasted hole. Who fixing it? Tomorrow night I'll be doing the same damn thing. So I don't know if Faik will come and look for me. I don't know if Works and Transport will send a truck to fix it. I don't know if Rohan will come down and look at it. But I will keep doing it for the rest of this week until somebody fixes it. Mark my words. Caller, good night.
Yes, hi, good night.
My friend.
Saeed, I'm calling from Tahada Road, boy.
Go
Saeed,
ahead.
I have other good news for you. I see the commander start to patch up some hole and things, boy.
Well done, well done.
No, but start the work, start the work. But I hope they don't stop. Right with the stop
Send a little picture for me now.
Yeah, I had to go right down and I show you the condition of Abed Road. Abed Road in Abed. Right now, I passed through there today with a vehicle. I watch my water crossing the road from the two sides of the drain. The two sides of the drain, the water merging in the road right now in Abed Road. I don't know people driving in and out of that road. No?
Here, what to do? But if you could do a video for me tomorrow, send it for me tomorrow. I will highlight it together with the pavement. As a Shogunas, man, you can't treat Shogunas like this.
Yeah, no, I will tell you something too. That same game you playing there with Faik and Rohanson, and I played that game with Faik and the Works and Transport Drainage Division since COVID started. Back and forth from Drainage Division, the Faik office in Pierre, back and forth. This one tell us that one tell us come back here. Until I started to take pictures and carry it in the office, and then they see the condition of the drain, and then they come and they started clean all the drain and they clean it halfway, but at least we get clean now.
I understand.
But I want to ask that question, right, before I go. If they are allocating all these billions of dollars in the Ministry of Works and Transport, where all this money going if the road reaching the state? If they're not cleaning the drain, they're not fixing the road every year. Billions of dollars they are allocating for Works and Transport. Where the money going every year?
Thank you, my friend.
That's the question we have to ask. Where it going?
Thank you, my friend.
All right, so you enjoy your night.
Let me tell you something. It's a different battle here now, you know. It's I had this one responsible and that one responsible, you know, because each two of them are embarrassing, you know. Somebody had to put on their shoes and lace it up and come and fix that, you know. I'm telling you. I'm stinking up from my side, you know. That is why I have no friends. That is why I don't ask nobody to run ad on my show. Because from the time side mouth start to open side and you and his friend, who helping the man? That when he went down in the hole on the pavement, who helping him replace a ball joint, a tire or a shocks? None earlier. "20 homes in Inverness Street in San Fernando were affected by an oil spill from Heritage Petroleum today. Residents stated that around 5 a.m. this morning and would have gone into the Gulf of Paria. One Santa Flora resident was taken to the Siparia Health Center for treatment after she inhaled fumes from a ruptured oil pipeline. According to the individual, the guy who's standing up by the truck, he said that have been there a little while. Calling, and nobody take heed. So until the villager end up in the hospital, by the health center, then somebody came and do what they had to do. So that was earlier today, viewers, in San Fernando. I'm going to tell you something now. If the ministries, the various ministries in Trinidad and Tobago act, if they act responsibility or responsible, you know they have the responsibility of seeing about the area. Let me tell you something, things would change, you know. Things would change, but when everybody lazy and you want to sit down on a chair and the rain falling and I can't get wet, oh God, what you going to expect? The country will go down. That was supposed to be a drain, and look how it's looking. Watch. Look how it's looking. It's supposed to be a clean drain. Right? But nevertheless, I will continue doing what I am doing. And thank God I don't ask nobody to fund my show. Or does the man say, Saeed, you, nah, we have no money for you. You come off the air. Thank God, it's God who funded me. He given me the health and the strength to work. Call her good night. Oh.
Good. Good, Sally.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Ali, I have a complaint about Wassa this evening.
Mm-hmm.
I live in Freeport, and we haven't had water for the past 2 weeks.
Uh-huh.
My 2 tanks are empty for the past 3 days.
What part of Freeport?
Lime Fruit Road, Freeport.
Okay.
And about a month ago, I called you and I told you we don't get water. And then they send the water and all, remember I told you the lines burst a whole set of places.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm saying no water. Right? Now we have no water. I have to go with like long time, go by the standpipe and fill some water in the next and come home. So I called Wassa today and I asked them if they could send some truck-borne water.
Mm-hmm.
They say 7 days, 7 working days. I said, wait, when I get my bill, I don't say 7 working days and then pay it, you know. I said, check and see that my bill and my account is up to date.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I was getting attitude. So they told me that I have an outstanding bill. When I am holding the receipt of my last bill, my current last bill paid in my hand.
Okay.
They told me, no, you have outstanding bill. I say, you know what? I come in the office.
Mm-hmm.
I took the number that they confirmed. They took the truck-borne supply. They just give you a verification number.
Mm-hmm.
And I wrote it on the said bill I had in my hand. And I went to Shogun. And I went to Shogun as I complied. I went straight to the cashier and I asked them, what's my balance in my account? She said, well, I have 1 bill here to pay. I said, if I pay this bill, how long that going to take me until before I pay the next bill? She said, December the 31st. So I know the bills come every quarter, every 3 months.
4 months, yes.
Right. So how come I was in arrears?
I understand what you're saying.
Right? I was not in arrears. So then I paid it. And I told her, write it on the bill that I am good until December 31st. She wrote it on the bill.
No.
I left at that area and I went across to the counter now to inquire how soon I can get that truck-borne supply. Right? The young lady tried to help. She called around, whatever, and things she did. And she wrote a number on the thing and she said, they will call you before the end of the day. I did not get a call. And I still thank God for the rain that I got water to shop.
Thank you so much for sharing with us, my dear. Hey, let me tell you something. It ain't easy out here, you know. If the various ministries and them pick up their responsibility, Trinidad would be a better place, you know. It's only 1.4 million people. The United States is about 30 or 40 million people. And they have a proper healthcare system, a proper teaching system, a proper policing system. We down here have 1.4, not even a drop in the bucket to the US. And we can't even manage the road. We can't even have a proper commissioner of police selection with 1.4 million people. But they want to bring first-class laws in Trinidad. But we still pushing boxcat. They want to digitalize Trinidad and Tobago, but they can't even fix the education system so children could go online. Why? It's a stinking shame. It's a disgrace. Like I say, who vex, you know. It have the ones who will get vexed because Saeed talking like that and embarrassing them, and it have the ones who will say, yes, Saeed, give them it. I just always say, I for the 99% of the people, you know. 99% of the people. I will tell you something, even the middle class people and all. Even the middle class people have to pass on the same road the poor man passing on. It's just that the middle class, because of their work, they will drive a Benz, while the poor man will drive a Tida. But that ain't no different. Because I will tell you something. When Sunday reach, The rich one, middle class one, and the poor one. And all of them know how to curry duck the same way? And all of them know how to curry duck the same way? Because when the rich man lying with his friends by the beach, where you cooking? Curry duck. When the middle class man go by the beach with his friends, what they cooking? Curry duck. When the poor man now save up a little money and he and his friends go by the beach, what they cooking? Is the same curry duck. Because they're using the same curry. Well, let's talk now. People ain't gonna like me. I didn't come here to make friends. Nobody didn't like Moses. But Moses did what he had to do. He couldn't duck, he couldn't run, he couldn't hide. He did what he had to do, and he was protected by the Almighty God. I come here, I will do what I have to do. And I just tell people, if you want to shut my mouth or you want to put a muzzle on me, come. Come. So I will continue doing what I am doing. You know why I say come? When they went behind my son and tried to kidnap him 10 minutes away from home, they didn't realize that the individual son who they went after was a man who would do spiritual work. They go call him a jinx man, they go call him a voodoo man, they go call him a soothsayer. You say what you want. I don't care how you call me. At the end of the day, I am who I am. And I will continue doing what I'm doing. This is me. This is my portfolio now. And if you don't like it, change your station when Real Talk with Saieed Ali starts. But when you're going down the road and you end up in a pothole, don't call Saieed. When bandits run in your house and rape your wife and your daughter and decide to put a gun in your head, don't call Saieed, because when Saieed's standing up for that and he pushing no bail for gun, you want to condemn Saieed. So where you going to take it? But thank God, one thing I thank God for, that when you hear I tell you I'm pushing for X, Y, and Z, I will go into my prayer room, just as the pastor, the pundit, the imam, the Baptist, the Roman Catholic, everybody goes into the prayer room. I would light my light. I will light my light. Ask of me, my son, and I will give unto you. And God does say that? All the good books says so. So I will communicate with my Lord. I will ask my God for what I want. Hence the reason why we got about 8 or 9 legislations and amendments passed in the parliament. When I start pushing, we have about 5 minutes there. When I start pushing for decriminalization of marijuana, everybody says, Saieed, you can't get that, you can't get that, you can't get that. Better than you. And that's all I get. That's all I get. So let me tell you something. When I stand here, I just stand without fear. I just demand things. I just demand things for Trinidad and Tobago, not myself. I could jump in a plane and fly out and say, well, see me, not me, and Trinidad again. But the thing is, when God called me to stand for Trinidad and Tobago, and I decide to duck, what's going to happen? What's going to happen to Trinidad? There are very few individuals that could stand without their mouth being muzzled. Very few. And I don't criticize none of them. You know why? They have their calling in their own different way. They might quicker criticize Saieed. They might quicker criticize me. But you say what you want. But I know one thing, you cannot do what I'm doing. Thus far, I haven't seen anyone pass through media or television and demand legislations and bills from the government and got it passed. You, the viewers of Real Talk with Saieed Ali, have been bearing witness to that for the last 3.5 years. For the last 3.5 years. So I want to see now, between between Rohan Sinanan and between Faik Mohammed and the Borough Corporation, who is responsible for the damn manhole in front of my building? That is what I want to know. If it's not Rohan Sinanan and it's not Faik and the corporation, well then who is responsible? That is what I want to know. That is what I want to know. So viewers, I encourage you, make a contribution to our food drive we are having. You could be lucky to win a Range Rover or a BMW. And for you, the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, local and regional, you want to make a proper investment. You want a greater return on your 10,000, your 50,000, your 100,000, your 200,000, your 300,000. Why settle for 0.05% when you could get 2.5%? Why settle? Why settle for 0.05% when you could get 2.5%? I am asking you that. But nevertheless, we have come to the end of our show. It's Thursday tomorrow. There's a rerun of this program from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. If you miss it during the night, you could pick it up during the day. So viewers, until we meet again, al-aba'unna rabahote karkadi ila masun ruhum ade al-anna. Why should you suffer as those suffered in the past? Alhamta maturb ala illa anta ba'unna. When God is opening your eyes, kida ra'an saba'ala umse ba'al anna, to show you where your goals are. So until we meet again, good night.